Yeah, we are live now.
Hi everyone, I'm Aishwarya Jaiswal and I'm a counselor at Leap Scholar, and I've been in this industry for 5 years with my forte in UK and Ireland. And we are back with yet another amazing session today on YouTube. And thank you to everyone who's joined us today. So this is going to be a very, very informative session if you're planning to study in UK. And we have a very special guest who is currently a student in UK itself, and it's Deepika. Thank you so much, Deepika, for joining in today.
Thank you very much, Aishwarya. Nice meeting you all here in this live. I'm so grateful to do that.
Great, great. We are going to be having like really nice question and answer round where I'll be asking a lot of questions on how the life is out there in UK, and how's your experience going. And we are really excited. I'm sure all the viewers who have joined us today are really, really excited as well today. And everyone who's been contemplating for a long time of whether they should pursue their studies or not, this is going to be a really nice informative session because you will hear it from a student itself, and she's gone through all the difficulties, and she's faced all the pros and cons, and now she's there. And Deepika, so in general, I'm going to ask you, how are you feeling? How are things there? Where are you studying? Introduce yourself. We all want to know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so happy and excited to share my experience as a student here. First of all, as you all know me, that I already had a grand introduction from Aishwarya. Thank you very much for that. My name is Deepika. Right now, I'm doing my master's in computing and information systems in Liverpool, John Moores University, and I'm living here in Liverpool as well. And to talk about me, I have some experience in the industry for the past 4 years before coming into here, and I have also completed my bachelor's in engineering in computer science. So, quite a strong foundation, I hope so. So it went across like that, and I also a kind of person who wants and love to be socialized and sharing my experience with others. I love doing that. Basically, that's me. So I got a YouTube channel where I'm doing some kind of videos and stuff with my buddy Raja, MVP with Raja, those kind of stuff. It's going on like that. That's all about me. Yeah.
Great, great, great. So you started your session back in September 2022.
Yeah.
So, COVID was at its peak that time. So how was it there? Like, how was the transition there? How were you coping with, away from your family members, how was that?
Yeah, exactly. I was traveling at the mid of pandemic, to be honest, where we were into lockdown in UK. We got little bit release in India at the time I was being traveling. It's quite a hectic
Mm.
situation, to be honest. Yeah, to find an accommodation here, to coming away from our mother country, living away from our parents
Right,
and relatives. What
right.
is happening over there? They will also have a bit of read about us, but to
Mm.
be honest, these things are settling up here quite very well. We are
Yeah,
back,
right.
yeah, getting back to normal. That is the only wonderful thing which I could
Yeah,
say now. Yeah,
that's really great. So, all the students who are watching who are like who are very
yeah,
skeptical about how situation in UK is, right?
yeah,
Is it like back here in India where we are hitting the second wave? So, things are back
yeah.
to normal in UK, and I see the students are socializing and they are going out without the mask, which means that it's a good situation there, right?
Yeah, it's good situation. Exactly. All the venues and stuffs got reopened now. Only the
Right.
mass gatherings are restricted. Then we have a
Yeah.
hope on this coming 21st. So maybe that will ease soon.
Great.
So yeah, good sign.
That's a really nice sign, and I hope things get better back here in India at
Yeah,
itself. I mean, it's really important. So that's really great. Guys, whoever's watching this, it's going to be a really fun session. And if you want to see such more fun sessions, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And you're going to get updates on when the next session is. And it's going to be really informative if you're planning for a PR or if you're planning for studying abroad in general, how to get ready for your journey ahead. We have all kind of sessions for students. And Deepika, let's start with our presentation. And I'll be asking you a set of questions, and towards the end of the session I'll be asking you general questions, which is being it's happening in the live chat box where students are asking a lot of questions, and already the students have started coming and asking a lot of questions. So we'll be addressing all of that in the end. All right.
Yeah, we are good
Okay,
to
great.
start now. Yeah.
Yes, great. This technical issue. Just give me a minute and I will be back.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So we are having a little bit of a technical issue right now. I'm unable to share my screen. So no issues. We will get going with the questions that I have, Deepika. So
Okay.
as soon as the technical issues resolve, I'll be able to share the questions across the audience as well, and they'll be able to view it. So for everyone who's watching, we also have a Telegram channel as well. The link will be pasted in the chat box, and please do join that for getting minute-to-minute updates and all kind of tips and tricks that as a student you need, like preparing an SOP or how the visa status is currently in the country that you're looking at. So do join our YouTube and our Telegram channel as well. So so I'm going to be asking you the first question, Deepika. So what are the benefits of doing a master's degree in the UK? And why did you choose this subject? And why specifically did you choose UK as a country?
Uh, yeah, as we all know, UK is providing the world-class education, and it is the second most popular destination for international students. There is no doubt
Yeah.
that your master's degree is going to be valid throughout the world.
Mm.
Whenever you're planning to get back to your home country or some other country, or trying or getting some other job, this is going to be a beneficial degree, guys. So this is going to be the most important benefit. And secondly, this is the master's in general taught 1 year in UK. So this is gonna be a cost effective and a time saving thing for me as well. Also for my perspective is that is, and you get to have a graduate immigration route, which is popularly known as PSW, post study work visa. With the help of this, you can stay here up to 2 years once after your graduation, where you get to explore a lot of stuffs inside the UK, and you get to expand your career path, and you can get a kind of sponsorship while moving into a newer job or other roles. So everything is going to happen with the help of this PSW. That's the most important benefit of doing that. If you ask me why did I choose UK, I got three countries in my list. One is Canada, secondly Ireland, and UK. So for Canada is concerned, it is a popular destination for computer science students, as you all know. But whatever course and criteria requirements which I had doesn't fit into this country, because I'm eligible and opted for diploma kind of courses, as well as 2 years master's program in Canada. That is all I don't want to move with Canada. And then while looking for Ireland, Ireland being a small nation, if at all I didn't get a proper opportunity, then I have to travel to a mainland, to some other European countries. So I don't want to stay in the country where English is not the first language. Honestly,
Mm.
I hope you people can understand me.
Yeah.
So UK has always been my favorite destination through some of the web series and some other movies kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So this is not only because of that. UK is the perfect place place to stay for long term with its education system, healthcare system. Everything is amazing in UK. You will get a quality life here. So I personally felt in that same way. So that is the only main reason I opt for the UK. Other than that, talking about general benefit for studying in the UK, I could possibly say being a student, you can get plenty of options to explore about free stuffs and offers, those kind of stuffs you can explore in UK. Basically, I fancied mostly on looking into that birthday free buy stuff because you get to eat all the stuffs freely in the UK on the day of your
Yeah.
birthday. So it's
Wow.
amusing. I want to know whether you people know about this or not. Do explore that one,
No,
guys. These
we
are
were not aware of this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, definitely you want to explore this one. My friends
Yeah.
are exploring this. I'm waiting for my birthday, actually. Yeah,
That's
this is
great.
all
That's
about
great.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And in fact, UK is like a very, very lively and vibrant country. I think anyone who's
yeah,
been to UK once, I don't think anyone wants to come back.
yeah,
Right? I mean,
exactly.
you won't feel like coming back. And I mean, I know so many students who while coming back, or they don't even want to visit India while on their vacation. They just want to explore there. And
Yeah,
even I've been to UK personally as well, and I did not feel like coming back to India. I mean, it's such a lovely country, guys.
yeah.
The entire people, everyone. How's the social culture there, Deepika? Like, how do you find the people there? What was it like when you moved there and you saw the people? How was it like? How are the people there in general? Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I at the initial phase I got a little chance to collaborate with people. You all already know I came in the mid of pandemic, so even then I got many online meets with my fellow mates who is studying in my course and everything. So we get in touch with we do virtual night outs with the Zoom calls. All the stuffs were going on. They're quite friendly and. Everything was very good at this one. As you already told, it's a vibrant city. I could observe nowadays
Hmm.
everywhere. Yeah,
Great. That's amazing. That's really nice to hear. And, we'll talk more about how things are there in
yeah,
UK while we proceed. And we have a lot of students asking a lot of questions, guys. We'll address all of that towards the end of the session. And for everyone who's asking course related questions, guys, you guys can sign up, in the website, and, you guys can have a one-on-one session with an expert counselor who will be able to guide you on subject specific questions. Like there is Tesma Philip, who's asking, is MSc zoology there in UK, which college? So yes, this course is definitely available in UK in a lot of colleges and in a lot of universities. So once you have a counselor assigned, she'll be able to guide you based on a profile, and we'll be able to give you the best options possible, right? And another thing, guys, for whoever's joined this session, let me just give you a backdrop of how the masters is there. It's a 1 year masters with a current 2 year stay back in the country. So you get to stay in a total of 3 years, and there are a lot of courses and a lot of universities and some courses where they give you a placement year as well, right, Deepika? Where they have one
yeah,
plus one,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
You're certainly. Yeah,
yeah, so that's very beneficial for you. So you can get to stay in UK, which was earlier not available. Right, this has just been introduced recently, and you can get to stay in UK for 2 years post your finishing your studies. All right, so proceeding to the next question. um how did you start planning? So in the start, like how was it that you planned your which university you want to? I'm sure you must have other universities also in the pipeline. So how was that for you, Deepika? How did you choose, and what were the other
yeah.
universities? How was the process?
Honestly, I guess you believe it or not, it took me around 2 years to go through this project or process, like selecting the university or course.
Hmm.
To be honest, I didn't certainly look into rank of the university because I do have certain other requirements to check with. First, I was very clear that I shouldn't be moving away from my area of interest. I'm a kind of person who is interested in front end and back end development. I Please let me know, guys, if you are interested in the same thing as mine. And so I don't want to move away from it. So I started looking into modules. The thing which you need to note here is that all the university provides their own course and syllabus for them. So obviously it is going to be different from university to university. I also don't want to end up in pursuing a module which I'm not interested in. For example, I'm not a big fan of artificial intelligence and machine learning. So I was very clear in reading through the modules at first. And I also learned the modules because once after you learn, you can come to a better understanding whether you can study once after coming into the UK and once after selecting this course and university. So I must be very clear. Learning a course module played a very important role in selecting a course. And further, then affordability comes into picture for me. I don't want to spend much more in paying the university tuition fees and for the living cost. I don't want to do that one. So I started explore. Initially, I was started exploring top 10 colleges, and
Yeah.
then I get to have some other colleges in central London. But those are not. Those are very expensive. That doesn't fit me. So I
Mm.
came across the outer like a countryside, like in Edge Hill University. Those kind of universities I was looking into,
Mm.
but I was thinking like whenever I have to get for a part-time job or shopping or getting together with friends or family, I have to come to a city obviously. So I don't
Right.
want to spend much more time while traveling as well. So I want a place like a city where
Mm.
I need to spend lesser and for university as well as living costs. So that is how my university filtering options went through. So
Yeah.
then I have some other university options like Birmingham and Liverpool John Moores University, Newcastle, and finally I decided Liverpool John Moores University because the course modules fit me very closer. So I started doing that. And also one interesting fact, I don't know how many of them observed this one. You tell me, guys. I noted that this Complete University Guide and few other websites as well. They're providing some kind of information, student statistics. They are basically called. They will tell you how many international students are studying in that particular university on the particular year. So that was
Yeah.
much more impressive. I fancied that. So I checked through that, and I landed up in studying a college with less international student population. But
Mm.
later I was into big trouble. That's all
Okay.
a different story. We'll speak through it later. That is how I started planning through my university and course.
Right. And
Yeah,
also, like you said, you also took in location as a factor as well, while choosing
yeah,
the university,
exactly,
right? So
exactly. Yeah.
how is Liverpool as a city? Are you loving it, and how is it? It's a big city, I'm sure. So how is it?
Yeah, actually, I want to say this one exactly. Many people fancied about Beatles and football. This is a great place, guys, because this city is vibrant and blended with cultures and nightlife. If you are exactly in need of that kind of life, then
Yeah.
Liverpool would be an exact place for you.
Right.
And it's a quite friendly place as well. The climate and everything you'll enjoy here.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Great. All right. So, um, what is the course duration, and how is the structure like? Like, how many assignments do you get? Exams, project, dedication. Please talk about
Yeah.
the structure of the course as well. Yeah.
Okay. To talk about the course duration, as I already mentioned, masters is taught only 1 year because many of them have this doubt. Is that 1 year course is valid or not? Many doubts are around that. It's a
Yeah.
valid 1 year course. It is taught 1 year. Few universities are providing certain kind of benefits with the placement here. Not few. Many universities are providing. But to talk about exactly the placement year, it is popularly known as the year internship, extra year internship. So in this
Mm.
one differs based on the university selection and choice. Some universities are providing a whole year, some are providing 6 months of this duration, and some universities are providing 3 months. So it completely differs. You have to check through it before selecting a course, how many years of placement they are giving through. And to talk about the assignments and everything, all those stuffs, you will entirely experience a different study environment because here the what is how they are going to assess you is like they will give 40 percentage for coursework. That's basically assignment you do, and 60 percentage of examination what you write. That is what is going to happen here. So when talking about the coursework, you will do a lot more interesting and many project kind of stuffs with your individually or with your fellow mates whenever doing. In the many projects, if I could probably say I'm from a front and back end developer background, I'm creating some kind of interesting web application. If you're from a background of computer security or network, you'll be doing some ethical hacking. Those are interesting, isn't it? So those kind of stuffs will be going around in the coursework
Wow.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be exactly you'll be interested in. And to talk about the examination, I'm a person who fear of examination. I don't ever
Yeah.
want to take an exam after my bachelor's. But here I'm enjoying it. because all the stuffs, whatever the lectures going through in the classroom, everything is sufficient here to write to crack an exam. That shouldn't be a big deal for you, I guess, if you take it up.
Right, right. And
Yeah,
so examinations out there, if I'm not wrong, they're also based, they give you credits on the based on the assignments as well, right? I mean, it's not
yeah,
completely like an
exactly,
examination that
exactly.
is here in India.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
yeah, exactly. If you, in the worst case, if you get failed to do some other assignments or coursework, nothing wrong, nothing will go wrong. They'll give you
yeah,
another chance to write the coursework again, not the same one.
right.
They'll give an opportunity to write a different one.
Yeah,
So that shouldn't be a deal. Yeah.
right, right. Great. So, what are the things to be noted while creating a CV? You know, what is the general interview pattern as well? And yeah, how about that?
Okay. Okay. While creating a CV, I personally struggled a lot due to the CV at the initial stage, even though I have some
Mm,
experience of job experience as well, because this is a basic thing anyone could struggle in when coming to a new environment. I could
yeah,
possibly say creating a CV is a skill where you can easily obtain by connecting with your university itself, by exploring various options. First, you have to create a CV. For that, you can reach out your university website where you have already designed a tool that is going to be generate a CV. Whenever you're providing certain informations of you, it is going to generate a CV. And you can also check your CV score when it comes to when applying for your newer job or some other kind. You can always check your CV score before applying for it. There's a good
mm,
practice. If you doesn't know how to use that one, or nothing going to be wrong, you just can take it to your career zone in your university. They are happy to help you guys, because you can just straight away go and ask them, I don't know how to write the CV, can you please guide me? I don't know how to do this one. Does my CV fit into this job market? You can ask whatever question. Nothing question is considered rubbish, guys. You can open. That is a CV thing I could probably say. And
mm,
to talk about the general interview patterns, this seems to be very much interesting, because I felt the interview patterns is a bit interesting here, because whenever in India we attending, if at all we are attending for an interview, it varies from company to company. Here, most
yeah,
of the companies are having a general interview pattern by assessing you based on your competency and behavioral thing. This is common in all the companies.
mm,
After shortlisting your CV, they'll definitely going to assess you with the help of this one. So I recommend by I strongly recommend by using STAR method.
mm,
You probably would have know what is the situation, what is the task you meant to deal with, and what is the action you are taking, what is the result of the action, what is happening. These are all the things. If you cover, you will definitely crack the initial screening, other than coding and other cracking kind of things. So we'll
yeah,
talk about it later, but this is the basic
yeah,
thing. And one more
right.
interesting fact about CV
Mm,
I could observe is all the companies are using the artificial intelligence kind of thing to
mm,
filter you at the initial stage. So whenever this artificial
mm,
intelligence thing is seeing your CV, it does match with the job requirement. If it matches, it will take you. If it doesn't matches, it will reject you. So the thing is, you should always frame your CV with the help of the keywords, whichever they have given in the job requirement. That's a good practice, but don't end up giving some other irrelevant things which you doesn't know. But you do some research and give whatever you know. Be honest and transparent with the CV.
mm.
Yeah.
Right. And you know, in general as well, I think every university in UK has a very strong employment cell where, you know, there are a lot of people committed in, you know, making the student get placed in companies. So that's, I
Yeah.
think, what you were talking about. The entire team, they get into creating a CV for the student, you know, in
Hmm.
general, preparing them for group discussion. So they are like really active, and you know,
Yeah.
I think they work a lot relentlessly to make sure that the student is gonna get placed. So I think they are more passionate about more than the student, I think, to get them placed in a firm.
Yeah, exactly. What you're talking about is exactly the great thing, whichever they are doing. Because we
Yeah.
sometimes feel down. They do also have a personal and mental counseling for that. people who are
Hmm.
feeling down whenever coming to
Yeah.
the career perspective. Sometimes we may be struggling up at the initial stage. So definitely
Yeah.
you can go and reach them, get a proper counseling. You can
Hmm.
definitely get out of certain things which is holding you back.
Yeah, and talking
Yeah.
about this, UK has, like all the universities, they are really committed to healthy mental health of the students. I think they have like really good counselors who are available,
Yeah,
at all the timings of the university, and the student can just walk in and just talk to them. So they really
exactly.
promote
Yeah.
good mental health among the students, whoever's feeling homesick or feeling down. So I've been there and I saw that the counselors were working really hard to trying to talk to the students. So I think yes, mental health is really important, and UK is
Yeah.
really helping to get that thing across to
Yeah,
students.
that was a great job.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So what is the estimated cost of studying this course? What is the total fees? And what are your monthly expenses?
Yeah. Okay. In general, for doing a 1 year master's computer science course will cost you around 9,000 to 35,000 pounds per year. In my case, if you take
Hmm.
my university, charged me around 16,100 pounds. But the good thing is I got 3,000 pounds scholarship as an international
Wow,
student. So you can always
that's
check with them.
amazing.
So I got to pay only 13,000 pounds. So that is something good. When it comes to the living expense and the monthly cost, you already know about this one, that the UK government has a certain strips about this. If you are doing a course in the central London, you get to pay like £1,334 per month. And if you are doing a course away from London, you get to pay like £1,023. Maybe this is the estimated amount, but I could
Hmm.
possibly say this is completely depends on your lifestyle and where you're living and how you're spending, where you're shopping, all the things involved in that.
Hmm.
If I could say, you can get a clear picture. If I say how I'm spending the amount, I'm staying in the studio flat near to my university. It's obviously in the city center. You might think it is quite costly, but it exactly cost me around £450 per month. Since I'm
Hmm.
staying with my mate, I'm sharing my thing around 225. That is inclusive of all the bills, so it's exactly a good deal. And to talk about the food and other expenses, I roughly spend around 20 to 30 pounds per week. That is a good amount actually. So if I
Yeah.
consider saying for a month, I could possibly spend 120 pounds per month. So around for living, I could roughly say I'm spending around 345 pounds. That's a good amount. If nowadays I'm
Yeah.
traveling for some other work related stuff, so I'm get to spend around 500 to 600 pounds. This is a decent amount. I guess you've
Right.
got a clear picture how this already works. Even my friends who are staying in the outskirts, they are
Hmm.
staying in this shared house, so they get even lesser than me. So it depends
Hmm.
on you personally. Yeah.
Right. Right. And for everyone who's watching this, if you're planning to study in UK, the total tuition fees actually, it is as low. You'll get universities which are as low as, 11,000 pounds as well. And maximum it can be up to 35,000 pounds as well, depending on what university and what course you're choosing. So, and also like, Deepika said, you have really, really good international scholarships for students, which is always there. And UK is very generous with scholarships as well. So do apply and, get to see what the chances are. I mean, if anyone who is at the planning stage, start working, get a counseling session sorted. And then, after that, just plan out whatever you feel like studying. So, all right. So this is an interesting question. Let's talk about your course. How different is it from Indian universities?
Yeah, that is exactly a most interesting question. To
Yeah.
talk about the difference, actually, I can start from the teaching pattern. Teaching pattern itself differs. If during my bachelor's, I sit in the class, whether I'm interested or not, I have to listen to the class. The lecture will come and write in front of the board. I got to refer tons and tons of book, memorizing lots of stuff. It'll go on like that. But here, the teaching method and pattern comes like they deliver the course and subjects, modules, whatever, through the online presentation and slides. So we'll get a clear picture that these things will be stored in a particular repository. They also have a pre-recorded session where you can refresh all the concepts. So it's much more accessible when you are doing some other projects or assignments. It is much more easy to access it. I don't need to refer tons and tons of book in this particular thing. And they also provide you some kind of reference books, so you can straight away go and download the online material of the book, or else you can walk through the library, you take the book, you can pick and learn through it. Those kind of stuffs would be going on. That is a one big difference, I could say. And also we already talk about how they are assessing us. In India, we have to write the exams. The practical stuffs will be very limited there. At least one
Yeah.
year you'll have one practical stuff. That's it. But here you'll get to have a lot of coursework and assignments. I already told 40% from coursework and only 60% from the exams. And you
Yeah.
do also have some project dissertation. That is very interesting, guys. In India, you will be doing what your professor or your tutor says, because you will not have any particular idea about it. So for in my bachelor's, I done the same. So I doesn't get any independence in doing my project here, and I have chosen my topic. I'll be writing my project proposal, thesis, whatever, and working model, everything. The project dissertation is completely flexible, and I
Hmm.
guess any other student will love to do some project independently, I guess so. And also
Exactly. Yeah.
one more interesting thing I would mention, I'd like to mention, because in India we always under micromanagement. We always
Yeah.
do some kind of internals, those kind of stuff. They'll give three questions, study all these three questions, and this question will come in this exam for sure. We are always under micromanaged, and here it's not like that. Whatever they are teaching the class, they're gonna ask related questions around that, or some other practical stuffs around that. So it'll be
Hmm.
completely independent. We are the individual person. We are responsible for our education, our studies. We are the responsible person to mold ourselves. That is a basic
Yeah.
difference I could feel. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, here.
And
Yeah,
that is really important for personal growth as well. I mean, giving the individual and the student and treating him as an individual, and giving him that liberty to choose what he wants his dissertation to be on. So I think that
yeah,
is
exactly.
really something that I don't find in Indian universities or colleges, or maybe there are, but then not in that ratio
Yeah,
that students
yeah, yeah,
grow. And also I think the universities there, it's a mixed way of, the methodology is like really mixed. I mean, it's not just coming to the classroom and just reading out from the book and just doing it. I think it's a lot interactive as well, right, Deepika? It's like two-way
yeah.
communication that many professors do.
Yeah, exactly. That is a one good difference. I missed to say that one, because
Yeah.
whenever we speak through the class or some other stuffs, we probably end up in standing outside most of the time in India.
Yeah.
But here we'll have a good way of communication. Not only with the professors, we get to have a good collaboration in the class. We get to share our thoughts within the group of people, where the professor will also be a part in that. So it will be like a different way of collaboration.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. So what kind of skill sets one needs to focus on for the career in this field?
yeah. As anyone know, language is very much important. You may think, what this girl is rubbish talking about language. Is that English language or something? Actually, you must be mastering in some other programming language or any scripting language. And possibly if you are well versed in some kind of database languages, that would definitely help you guys. If we talk about some programming languages, it could be anything like C++, C Sharp, Java, and those kind of stuffs. The
Yeah.
scripting languages could be anything like Perl, VB, anything like that, shell scripting language like that. You can also learn SQL languages for database side. The reason why I'm telling to master in a programming language is basically the computer science interviews and the companies expect you to be a good problem solver at the basic level. So most of the companies who are high paying like Amazon, eBay, they all seek your the data structure knowledge and algorithmic knowledge that will gonna give you a good pay in the future at the basic. Even though if you're not from a programming background, you're studying some other artificial intelligence, you need to write some algorithm. If at all you're studying some computer securities or those kind of things, you have to know about shell scripting and those kind of stuffs. You definitely need to know that. So this is a base thing. And also you have to practice more and more related to problem solving and those kind of skills. I personally use lead code and hacker rank to establish my problem solving skill. Not only with the programming language, they do have all practice sessions when it comes to interview. Those helped me a lot.
Great.
Apart from that, I would possibly say you have to be well versed in your technical skill. Say for
Hmm.
example, if you are going for a front end or back end developer, you have to know what kind of technology you're going to use in your project, or some kind of skills you need to establish. If you're doing from computer networks or some other thing as a background, you need to know what are all the types of networks, what are all the security issues, what are all the things you could possibly do to eliminate those security issues. Those are all
Hmm.
the things you should possibly know to technically strong. Like that, many fields are there in the computer science. We could possibly say they have their individual technical skills to be known. So we need to master that as well. Apart from that, you have to practice some behavioral and competency questions that will enrich to elevate these skills. I personally feel these are the skill sets one need to have to excel in this field.
Great, great. That was like really informative. I think I'm sure the students have already. I hope you all have noted that down. Um, so, how to get jobs after completion of a master's degree in the UK?
Obviously, first thing, you need to have a good CV, guys, because the CV will speaks you and it will get you into the next level. It will help you to crack the first level of the interview. Without meeting the employers conditions, you cannot reach them. You cannot go and have an interview session with them. So CV should speak a lot about you. Apart from CV, you need to know about certain websites. You need to have certain profiles in some websites to search for the jobs, like any other thing, like Google Jobs, Glassdoor, Indeed, LinkedIn, Read, any other profile. You need to create the one, because with the help of these, you can easily look for jobs. You can straight away easy apply with the help of these links, or it will redirect you to the company site where they will tell you to fill a form, like what you are all about, and what is your how is working on, or what is are the milestones with you. So those kind of details, they will be getting informations from you, so you can possibly use those things. And writing a customized cover letter is a major thing, guys, because everyone will have a standard cover letter describing about us. That shouldn't be the case. You have to write the cover letter whenever applying for a particular job, like what you like about the job, how it best suits you. So those kind of what you are and how you will work, everything need to be in there in that cover letter. So that is the one most important things. And next thing I should talk about is create a good portfolio.
Hmm.
Portfolio not only helps the freshers, yeah, it also helps an experienced person in the industry, because it speaks about you. So creating a portfolio, how should I do? What is this portfolio? If you ask me, guys, I should say it's a kind of website you could possibly create if you can, and host it by yourself. Or else, if you can't, don't worry about it. Then you seek for some other hosting, or what is that, portfolio creation websites.
Yeah.
They could possibly promote you. Yeah, that is a one good option. And do as many projects you can, and highlight that in your portfolio. That will make you to stand out of the crowd. So
Yeah.
that is going to happen, yeah. And one more thing, I already told you, practice as many as competency based questions based on the star method. That definitely will going to help you, because that helped me a lot. Because
Great.
at the after selecting your CV, they will have a HR screening or some other kind of things in certain companies. So at the time, they will observe how what kind of person he or she is. They will observe. So the star method gonna absolutely help you, will gonna help you guys. So you have to go through it for sure. I'll insist you. And the final thing, one thing we always fail to do is updating our profile regularly. Whenever we are creating some other profile in Indeed or LinkedIn, you should keep it updated, because whenever
Yeah.
we will not look for or will not seek any outdated things, right? So we should keep everything updated. So that is, these are all the things. If you follow all these things, you will definitely end up in getting a job after your degree.
That's a very, very important tip that she has given. You know, you have to keep it updated. your profiles, link it, profile it, your portal like really updated. And also a common mistake a lot of students do is that they wait for the entire degree to get over and then they start looking for a job. So,
Yeah, exactly.
one thing also I would like to, yeah, put it forward is that, guys, once you're there, just take a month or 2 months to settle down, and then you start socializing and networking. Like, start dropping in your CV, start looking for an internship in your field, very proactively. Now, you have to be proactive because, Yupika, UK is full of smart people. I mean, they are 10 times, the person sitting next to you, they say that they are 10 times more smarter than you. So, we have to be proactive, and, you always have to start looking for a job, an internship related to your field, like after 3 months of your study, so that, you get a permanent job. That's how the ratio has been with my past students as well. So, isn't it, Deepika? It's like, you have
Yeah, it
to
exactly
start socializing.
works in that way. Yeah, exactly. Because when I as soon as I landed into this country, I took 2 months to pamper myself. As you said, I took
Yeah,
2 months
yeah,
exactly. And then I started looking for the job. Whenever I get it or not, I started establishing my job search sites and whatever steps I could possibly do. I started from the second month as soon as I landed here.
yeah. That's great. That's a very important tip, guys. So I hope
Yeah.
you all are making a note of it. All right. So how much did you spend on a UK student visa?
Yeah, actually, when I took UK visa, it is around 348 pounds. And you have there was outside the UK, obviously. And whenever you are trying for a visa, there are plenty of options available. As you already know, the priority visa you could get 5 days in prior, super priority visa that you could get within 24 hours. So you can possibly check it out because during this pandemic time, that may help you a lot. So you can possibly
Yeah.
explore that. And in addition to the visa fees, we tend to pay IHS, which is popularly known as Immigration Health Surcharge. Yeah, here this covers all your basic medical expenses, including your prescriptions once after you land here. So at the time
Yeah.
when I got this IHS, I paid around 450 pounds for that. But at this moment, it is around 470 pounds. That need to be noted. That is the latest amount. This is
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
expense around my visa.
All right. So this is very important question. Like, what are the part-time jobs and internships available in UK, and how to go about and apply, and what kind of internships are available? Yeah.
Yeah, actually, in general, as I already told you, you have to look for the job search sites. That is a general thing. You can apply in Google Jobs or Glassdoor, Indeed, LinkedIn, or Read, whatever sites available. You can straightforward apply on it by creating a profile. Instead of that, I could split this into two parts. While talking about the part-time job, like you can get some kind of technical part-time job, still it is possible. And also the most popular part-time job which we do is a labor job, those kind of things. If you want to do some kind of technical part-time job, you should be looking into what are all the industries are offering technical part-time job. I hope it is hard to get the technical part-time job as soon as you land here, but still you can try it. Well,
Yeah.
talking about the non-technical job, here the reference exactly works, guys, because whenever your friend or your senior persons are working in some other healthcare or some other hospitality industries or some other stuffs, you can straightforward ask them, is there any requirement in your company or not? You can straight away ask and get a job. That is possible when it comes to the labor job, but that is not possible in the technical part-time job. But one thing you can do is you can get in touch with your professors and alumni. They can guide you what kind of jobs are available or what kind of job postings are available in the particular company. Even my university professor had a tie-up with the university. Company. He is doing a project with them. So my one of my mate got an opportunity to work with them as he satisfies all the requirement for the job. So that is also possible if we get. But I didn't manage to get on technical part-time job. That is a different story. But to talking about internship, the same thing. You can apply on the job search sites, but the correct time to apply, unlike the part-time job, it's appropriate thing to apply at the start of the winter, because most of the companies will started posting their job offers and internships at the start of winter, because you definitely gonna get this summer internship around at the time of June or July. So it would be appropriate for started applying at the time of December. So yeah, whenever you get the opportunity, they will get and consider you as an international student. So it's a good thing because getting an internship is much more easier than getting a technical part-time job. So far I concerned. But one thing you should be clear is whenever you're opting for a course, check whether you have a summer vacation or not. Because in my case, I don't have a summer vacation, so I ended up in not going to an internship opportunity which I got because they offered me to work for around 37 hours. That is exactly not possible with me because I can work only 20 hours per week um,
Hmm.
in non-vacation times. So that is a struggle I faced. That one I want to highlight that one here. That is the
Okay.
thing. Apart from that, what kind of internships offers and opportunities are available to exactly answer that one? I can again split this one into two parts. Firstly, whenever you're looking for an internship, all the companies will post if they want a graduate engineer role or a junior software developer role. Definitely, they will post a kind of internship beforehand. So if you search jobs like a junior graduate intern or some other kind of roles, you'll definitely reach that company and get to know about the roles. If you are
Hmm.
shortlisted, they will exactly explain you this internship will gonna give you some kind of permanent job opportunities in the future when you are successful at the end of the internship and they get impressed out of your performance. That is going to happen. So you have to seek opportunities in that way. And another case, whenever you are looking for an internship or some kind of stuffs that matches to your criteria, you can always find a lot of internship opportunities like front-end developer intern, back-end developer intern, like AI intern. So tons of internship posts will be there. So the best thing about internship is it gives a chance for you to expand your internship opportunity into a permanent role. That is the best thing. You have to
Right.
explore in that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is true. That is true. So, guys, you should also take up an ownership and try and find an internship so that you guys can convert that into a permanent job later on if they're impressed with your overall performance. All right. So, what kind of jobs are available in this field, and what is the salary range in UK in the field that you are in currently?
Yeah. To talk about what kind of job roles and what is the opportunities that again there are plenty of job roles. If you are graduating, you will get a graduate software engineer, a graduate related roles you will get possibly. The job opportunities are plenty on that one. And whenever you think about what my salary range would be if you're a fresher, you're starting up after the graduation, you could possibly get from 25,000 pounds to 30,000 pounds per year. And if you are a middle level or a bit experienced person, you can possibly get around 30,000 pounds to 50,000 pounds. And if you go beyond, you are a very senior person and you got impressed by your employer and you're staying long term for the company, definitely in that case you'll get from 40,000 pounds and 75,000 pounds or above. That is the exact situation that is
Wow.
going on here. Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. That's really, really nice. So I think the return on investment, the ROI factor that students have in mind, I think that will easily pay off. And in front of that, I think the tuition fees is a very small amount as compared to the return that they're gonna get after investing this. Awesome.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
So,
is I also want to add up one more thing. This PSW
yeah,
is
sure.
gonna be creating a brilliant job opportunities in that way, because
Hmm.
you already know that UK Employer Rights Act is very serious. You cannot straight away go and fire an employee under you.
Right.
So they will be thinking of how to recruit a person with a sponsorship. So this PSW is
Hmm.
gonna give you give them a kind of a propagation period so that they can check what you can contribute for the company. So in that case, if they are impressed by your performance, they definitely gonna give a sponsorship or some kind of stuff while at the time of PSW. There is a one good prospect, and all the smaller
Right.
companies whichever I'm attending now, they are ready to give a 3 months or 6 months of propagation period, and
Hmm.
immediately after that they are ready to take with the sponsorship. That is the one good thing about this PSW. And also, you can
Yeah.
anytime switch from PSW to Tier 2 or skilled worker visa. That is a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really interesting thing. And Srirav has a question here. Are the internships paid? Deepika, what do you have to say about that? Or what, how the
Yeah,
internships are they paid or
most of,
unpaid or both?
yeah, yeah. And there are unpaid internships as well. We have to look into the requirement, all those kind of stuffs. Really, it doesn't matter if you didn't get an internship opportunity. If you're getting an unpaid internship opportunity, you should be ready to taking it up because you'll
Yes.
get an UK experience. Yeah, if you're going
Hmm.
for some other established companies like JP Morgan, Amazon, eBay, and those kind of stuffs, they'll definitely gonna pay you for even for a internship. So it depends on the company which you are choosing it right now. We doesn't want
Yeah.
to lose least opportunity as well.
Exactly. And voluntarily, I think you should take up these internships because the names are really important to be on the CV.
Yeah,
I mean, it's gonna
yeah,
show that you've taken an initiative and you're working there. So get as many internships in your CV as possible. It's gonna help you in the long run. So the next question is how to get a PR in UK. In fact, a lot of students in the chat box, Apoorv has written, then there is Prakhar, then Prakash has, so many people have asked that how is the PR opportunities in UK. So this question is going to be now answered by Deepika. Deepika, go ahead.
yeah. Actually, it is pretty much straightforward. You have to stay in skilled worker visa or tier two visa for at least 5 years. Then you are
Yeah.
eligible to apply for ILR, which is known as indefinite leave to remain. So once after you're being in ILR within 2 years, if you wish to proceed with citizenship, then you can eligible. This is straightforward process, but I want to add up a few things in this one. As I already mentioned you here, this whenever you are working, you didn't get a job. If even then,
Hmm.
least opportunity, you can grab it up. Like for a
Yeah.
startup company or you're doing some other internships, you just straight away go for it, and you pick up the opportunity, gain 1 year of UK experience with the PSW. Then you started explore which all the companies are eligible to provide a sponsorship for you. Are they
Hmm.
conducting any interviews? Try participating in those interviews, apply for those companies. If you get a sponsorship, straight away you will be shifting out from PSW to some other kind of tier two or tier one visa. That will definitely gonna help you. As you already know, this PSW will not count for settlement, obviously.
Yeah.
So we can just
Yeah.
make this PSW like a bridge to connect with other visas and sponsorships.
Right. And PR in general, guys, you have to stay in the country, you have to work there, you have to contribute to the economy. And then I think the country, any country that you go to, they will need to
Yeah,
see that you've been there for a long time. And then, you're
yeah,
gonna get that PR. So yeah, that's
yeah,
really important.
yeah. It's a quite long way process in UK.
Long
Yeah.
process. Yeah, yeah. All right. So, your challenges, which no one talks about. So, as a student, we would really like to know, like, from the start till now, how your journey has been, and what are the challenges that you have faced as a student, and while
Yeah,
your process was happening, everything. Yeah, let us.
yeah. Actually, to talk about that, anyone will be what is that? They'll feel a bit hesitated to share these kind of stuffs. If I say I can, I felt a bit hesitated. I felt a bit lagged in knowing about these people accent. I couldn't understand these people accent. I doesn't feel this as a shame, but this is an exact issue I faced in the UK when I landed from the day one, because you obviously know there are 52 regional languages, more than that, sorry, regional accents here in the UK. So
Hmm.
it is possible to end up in understanding the people wrongly. There's the one thing.
Right.
When living in a city like Liverpool, they have a Scouse accent as a majority people, you say, and ended up in being in a university with a lot of less international students. So I faced this problem exactly from the day one. When I was at the virtual night out, these people were talking something. I was like, am I in German or some other country? I was exactly checking. Yeah, still I'm in the UK. So this was the exact thing happening. But the things will not change. You will be definitely all right after 2 to 3 months. If you get to interact with those people, that is not going to be what is that bad thing at all. And one more thing, what is that, panic due to unexpected situation or hazard. This is the one most thing I would like to discuss. You shouldn't be thinking why this girl is throwing stones on me. This is not the thing you need to be afraid of, because this happens to anyone. You may
Yeah.
fall in sick, or you may lose some documents, or whatever thing
Right.
that may happen.
Hmm.
in your life. So in my personal life, I my laptop got crashed actually. My display
Oh.
went wrong
Okay.
at the mid of my course. So what I done, I was a bit panicked. I don't know what to do. I don't want to invest much on my laptop because I'm struggling hard to live here in UK. That is
Hmm.
my case. So what I done, I straight away wrote a letter to my professor stating that my laptop got crashed. I'm not able to assessment. I'm in depression like that. I told him. He immediately reacted to my email, and he took me through the lab, which is facilities which are available in the university. He extended my stay. At the time, the university was not able to provide a personal laptop to me, but prior to that, they were doing that because the pandemic situation was were so stressful. They took more resources from the university. That is the thing went wrong. So he
Hmm.
guided me through the step, and finally I got cleared after going to the part-time job. I got clear all these stuffs, and everything went all right. The thing I want to record here is you never need to be panicked at any situation because you're staying away from your mother country. Anything may go wrong at any time. You never hesitate to open your uh, mouth to ask help. That's what I'm saying now.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So there's
And
no problem in asking for help. Yeah.
asking for help, yeah. And also there are too many application rejection at the start for me
Hmm.
when I was started applying for the jobs. That may be due to I'm a student, you can't fit into
Yeah.
permanent job. That may be a
Hmm.
reason, but it was a bit depressive at the time. I was been devastated because
Hmm.
you might have faced some other rejections in your home country, but this is a different thing. You must obviously went crazy on seeing those kind of stuff. So I was devastated. Then I started getting career counseling and all those stuffs from my university directly. So that helped me a lot and that healed me. Everything went through the process smoothly. And after 3 to 4 months, I was all right. I was came out of those stuffs. That was the personal challenges I was facing.
Okay. Great. So I think everyone who's watching this, I'm sure you have a lot to learn from what she said. Okay. So coming to the final question, what is the advice and the final tips, and from your personal experience that you would like to give to the students who are watching this? And yes.
Yeah, there are a lot to say in this session because, firstly, as I already told for the previous question, never hesitate to ask for help and be open minded. Here, people are not here for judging you always. You have to live your life and enjoy the moment. That is the only possible thing you could do. And one more thing, whenever being an Indian student, a girl from India, I was actually faced a lot of struggles during my school time, standing out for asking a silly doubt or help. That happened. That might happen. I want to know exactly who faced this issue, guys. Let me know. So that made you to hesitate for asking
Yeah.
help.
Yeah.
That is the first thing you have to break it.
Mm.
Whenever you go to the university, there will be a help desk in front of you. But I don't know why I was hesitated to ask help from them. There is a very shortest way. If I go and ask them, they will direct me in my class or the study space. They're going to direct me. I'm not a person who already gave the instruction. This place is for this. That place is for this. So I'm not the person. So it's very easy to make your process if you don't have any hesitation and open minded. And also don't hesitate to ask for help from your professors or your friends or anything. Asking help is a basic thing you need to learn because I felt a lot not being asked help. So that is the one thing. And also many people ask me, being a fresher, is it a good thing to take up a 1 year course or 2 year course? Like that they ask me in my page. I have only one answer for them. Taking a 1 year course is completely depend on you. Being a fresher, I personally feel taking up a 1 year course will definitely gonna help you guys because this course, whenever you're extending your stay here in the UK, you'll get to have some other extra contacts, your professors, and all the stuffs will happen in that 1 year. You'll get to do some other projects by staying with closely connected with your university because my university is
Hmm.
providing a lot more projects, so you can take it up those things. If your professor is referring some other internship opportunities, you can definitely go. You can get a lot of guidance in that 1 year. You'll get in 1 year UK internship or job offers within that year. That is gonna build your CV as a fresher. If you're an experienced person and this is not going to be a big deal for you, then absolutely it's your option. Then you can choose a 1 year course or 2 year course. That's absolutely depends on your thing. And while choosing the university, many ask me like, does university rank matters or not? In my
Hmm.
personal perspective, certain people may think university rank does matters because
Hmm.
they can think, what if I'm moving away from this country, and in worst case being a fresher, if I'm moving away from this country, people want to know what university I'm from. If I'm saying some other university, if they didn't recognize me, what I would do in that case, you go for the university rank, whatever you feel. But in my case, that doesn't play a major role, because
Hmm.
I just had other stuffs like location, cost effectiveness, and the course modules. So those kind of things played a major role for me. So it doesn't matter when, if you're kind of person who thinks like me.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Yeah. And also, I would say, if you are choosing a course which is completely irrelevant for your bachelor's or some other kind of things, you may feel, do you want to take this risk or not? Can I do this or not? Those are all the common questions which were coming around. So
Hmm.
there is a thing. If you're taking an irrelevant course, definitely you need to take plenty of time in researching that, because you may end up in choosing the course which you are least interested in. That is a worst case. So you have to learn the course modules and do some kind of basic research. It may take a while to get a job opportunity since you're changing your career, but definitely you are passionate about it, you'll end up in getting a job. It all depends on you and your confidence and how you're molding yourself. That is what I all want to share it here. Yeah, here I am.
That's great. That's great, guys. So I'm sure everyone who's planning and who's been contemplating about whether they really should go out and be in UK, I think UK is the best country that you can ever imagine to stay, because like I said, like when we started the session, and uh, now that we are coming towards the end, you guys must be knowing that it's an amazing country to stay and study and live in. And it's and like Deepika has been saying, at the end of the day, it's all about you going out there and interacting with people, socializing, talk to your professors, and get to know more about what are the jobs market scenario there related to your course. Try to get internships as much as you can voluntarily. Add to your CV. Personal growth is very important, and do a lot of part-time jobs, because part-time jobs, right, Deepika, they help in a personal growth. So I've been repeating
Yeah,
this in all the sessions that part-time job is really important. It does not matter what kind of part-time job you're doing. There's no job which is small or big. It's very important
yeah,
that you
exactly.
respect the job that you're doing. So that is really important, guys. So uh, Deepika, I'm sure you also enjoyed this session a lot, and
Yeah,
we have already answered a lot of questions in the live chat box. And for any student who's planning and who has a course specific question, like people who are asking about zoology or cybersecurity, please sign up for a free counseling session with an expert, and they will be the best person to guide you based on your profile. And so, Deepika, how was the session for you? I really enjoyed it. It was amazing. You've given us so much information, being a student there. So, I hope you also enjoyed it.
yeah, really, I was grateful to have this wonderful session, Aishwarya. I had a very friendly conversation with you, and I got to interact with many people over here. It's really one good thing is learning from others' experience is a good,
Yeah,
because we will not know whether I will get exact experiences that of this person, but knowing about a flavor of one person's experience will always help. Oh, this girl told me that story. Yeah, this may end up in this way. Maybe we could be careful
absolutely.
in that way. So it may be,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah. So it's all works about building contacts, socializing, everything. Open up to anything. You free to what you wish to do. That is the one main thing in the life.
Exactly, exactly. So I think all the students are, in fact, from me and Deepika's side, do not be intimidated when it is usually intimidating in the start. But when you're there, you're gonna get comfortable, and you can explore the options. And talking about the course, guys, it always, like I say, is you need to enjoy the course that you're studying. So the counselor will be the best person to guide you on the course that's best suitable for your profile. And it's very important for you to enjoy the subject, because at the end of the day, you need to build a career on that. So that's the end of our session. So thank you once again, Deepika, for taking out time and joining this YouTube live and helping out the students.
Thank you very much, Vaishya, for supporting me throughout this whole session. I enjoyed a lot with you.
Same here, same here. It was really lovely interacting with you. And please stay safe, Deepika, and hope to meet you one day very soon.
Yeah, yeah. I would also love to thank all the fellows joined in this conversation. I hope they enjoyed a lot
Yeah,
speaking with us. Yeah,
yes,
yeah. I hope
I'm
everyone
sure.
stays safe and well. Yeah. You take care
Yes,
too,
guys,
Aishwarya.
everyone who's watching this, thank you so much,
Yeah.
Deepika, guys. And whoever's watching this, get vaccinated and, stay safe. And, thank you so much to everyone who's joined this session. Thank you so much.